Alright, so with this being a plank on frame model, obviously the instruction book at the beginning talks about doing the frames. However, we'll leave that till later because we need to build the keel, and in order to build the keel and put it all in place we need to build the binding box. So we'll skip through to page 8 as the other logs have done, and we'll work through building the box to hold the components for the ship's hull. For this you'll need the MDF pieces marked M7 through to M11. I haven't numbered all the parts yet, as there is a lot of them. I will go through and number the parts, and once I've done that I'll come back and we'll start the assembly process. As you can see, there are quite a few parts to number and alter, so it'll be a little while. Right, so now we've got 3 components, we can glue them up. So C3, now these are a tight fit, but they do fit flush, so there's only a little bit of work, if any, it needs to be done to them. We'll check this one. Yep, nice fit, so we can glue that in place. And get this glue to come out. Ooh. Pardon me, I'm a messy bugger. Not that it matters. Let's put it in nice and tight. And that is the first part completed. The next part is a little bit more complicated, so I'll cut the parts out and we'll assemble it. Next we'll assemble the second portion of the base frame. This consists of all these parts, as you can see here. Once again, it's simply a matter of pushing them together and gluing where necessary. What I have done, however, is slightly and very slightly sanded away a small portion in this section. The reason being is this unit fits through it, and it was very, very tight, and being MDF it's easy to damage, and once damaged it's not the sort of thing you can glue back together. Right, so let's assemble this unit. Put some glue on the portions needed. Line it up within the base unit. And it should push firmly into place. Most of this stuff is a really tight fit, so you may have to slightly sand some of the sections. Alright, that's up and assembled. Now, let's add locking portions. Part 12. And part 48. That's now locked in firm and straight. Now we have the top sections, parts 15. Just remember to put the orientation on correctly. And lastly but not least, the two parts 14. We'll pre-fit these first before putting the glue. We'll put on the other side. And we'll set that aside to dry. Make sure she's all nice and square and on tight, as it should be. Make sure the orientation's correct with this section to the back. They will flip around. And these pieces are also in the correct spot. And right, we'll let those to dry and then we'll start with the next bit.